As you work in different organizations, you will realize that different people adopt different conventions, and quite frankly, everybody likes their own conventions. Some people like to prefix their functions with fn, or their stored procedures with proc, with or without an underline. Some people like to use camel case when naming their functions and stored procedures. For example, proc get risk factor. So with camel case, we capitalize the first letter of every word except the first word. There are other people who think this proc or any other prefix is unnecessary, so they prefer to call this procedure get risk factor. In this course, I told you to use an underscore, so we call this procedure get underline risk underline factor. Again, some people love this, some people hate it. Don't waste your time arguing about these things. There is no such a thing as the very best naming convention. You can never make everybody happy. By the same token, there are different conventions for changing the default delimiter. Some people like to use double dollar signs. Other people like to use double slashes. My advice to you is wherever you work, adopt the convention that is already there. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, because most of the time you'll be working on applications that are already built. They might be a few months or a few years old. If you want to argue with your teammates about the naming conventions that they have used and say, hey, I'm using this because Mosh told me to do so. This is not going to work, my friend. I'm telling you. So stick to the conventions that are already there. And if you're building a new project from scratch, then you can adopt the conventions that I've shown you in this course, assuming that you like them. If you don't like them, that's perfectly fine. The bottom line is whatever convention is there, stick to it.